जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा नयन नाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्तर सचिशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्तर सचिशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्तर सचिशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सर्वम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय तदीय रथ यात्रा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय शिशिला स्वरूप दामोदर गोस्वामी तिरुवाप तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्री जुता पादकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च जय अनिलो प्रेमधनो करुणा प्राचुर हेन प्रभु কথা গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর কাহামর স্বরূপ রূপ কাহা সনাতন কাহা দাস রাঘুনাথ পতিতা পাবন কাহা মোর ভাতা যুগ কাহা কবিরাজ এককালে কথা গেলা গোরানাথারাজ পাশানে কুতিব মাথা অনলে পশিব গৌরাঙ্গ গুণ নিধি কথা গেলে পাব সে সব সঙ্গীর সঙ্গে যে কইল বিলাস সে সঙ্গনা পাইয়া কান্দে দাস যে আনিল প্রেম ধন করুণা প্রাচুর হেন প্রভু কথা গেল আচার্য ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে হরি বল 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 হরি বল। Today is a very auspicious day, Disappearance Day of our previous Gurudev, Srila Svarup Damodar Goswami, and also Ratha Yatra of Lord Jagannath. Our Gurudev wrote biography of Svarup Damodar Goswami in Krishna Lila. Radharani, she expanded first into 8 Sakis. Prominent of them are Lolita and Vishaka. So from Vrindavan, Lalita became, now in Gaur Lila, Svarup Damodar Goswami. Some say Vishaka, like in Gaur Ganodesh Dipika, Vishaka, some say Lalita. If you read in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's writings, then Lalita, and also in Dhyana Chandra Goswami's Paddhati for Smaran, there also he wrote that Raya Ramananda is Vishaka, Svarup Damodar is Lolita. So Mahaprabhu had 3.5 most prominent associates, internal associates. They were Svarup Damodar, Raya Ramananda, Shiki Mahiti, and Madhavi Devi, sister of Shiki Mahiti, because they were all Radhikar gone, means they were personal associate of Radharani in Krishna Lila. Svarup Damodar was very close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is why he knew the internal tattva of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. From him we come to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna combined, and that Krishna had those 3 desires to fulfill. That is why he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. External reason is to propagate Nama Sankirtan, Juga Dharma, but internal reason is Krishna wanted to taste Radharani's love for him. What is the glory of Radharani's love? What is that purity, highest type of purity? Then, what are the qualities in Krishna that only Radharani is realizing by her prema? And what kind of bliss Radharani is getting by serving Krishna? These 3 desires Krishna had, and he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was revealed by Svarup Damodar Goswami. Radha Krishna are one, and sometimes they are separate, sometimes they are in one form. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everything you will find in Chaitanya Charitamrita, because Raghunath Das Goswami was himself in Puri, and he was seeing all the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu also entrusted him to the Svarup Damodar Goswami's Shiksha. So Raghunath Das Goswami knew all this. And when he was staying in Radhakunda, that time he spoke Harikatha about Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Tattva and Lila for 3 hours every day. And those Harikathas Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami was hearing, and he wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita. So in first part you will have all those. So originality is coming from Svarup Damodar. In our line, Guru Parampara, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes Svarup Damodar Goswami, Lalita. In Golok Lila, Lalita, then her assistant is Rupa Manjari. And our Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and our Guru Varga, they are serving under Rupa Manjari. Also Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Kamal Manjari, they are serving. So he is our Gurudev in this world, also in Krishna Lila. Svarup Damodar Goswami, he was very expert in all Siddhanta and also in Kirtan. Mahaprabhu very much liked the kirtan of Svarup Damodar. He would sing songs appropriate to Mahaprabhu's mood, and also his knowledge of scripture was like Brihaspati, the guru of demigods, means pure knowledge, pure Siddhanta. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Navadip, that time also Svarup Damodar Goswami, he appeared in East Bengal. Then he came to live in Navadip. That time his name was Purushottamacharya. He participated in those kirtans also there in Navadip and other pastimes. Then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and went to Puri, that time Svarup Damodar also was thinking, if Mahaprabhu will stay in Puri, I will also stay with him, and I will also take sannyas, so that I will not have any disturbance of these worldly duties. I can fully engage myself in the service of Krishna and Mahaprabhu. So he went to Benares and enrolled in the Mayavadi school only for the purpose of taking sannyas. Because, as I told, Mahaprabhu took sannyas from Mayavadi because in that time Mayavadi sannyasis, they were commanding respect from society only for this purpose. Not that he took the teaching, but because he came to rescue fallen souls, so they were disrespecting him. So he said, if I will be sannyasi, then they will respect, then I can give them prem. For that purpose. So Svarup Damodar also went to Varanasi. And he started that process for sannyas, but he did not finish. He was too much impatient to join Mahaprabhu. So not fully finished. That is why he did not get sannyas name. That is his brahmachari name, Svarup Damodar. And he requested his Gurudev that I want to go to Puri, I want to be with Mahaprabhu. Then his Guru said, yes, now your duty is to study Vedanta and you teach also Vedanta. Then Svarup Damodar said, yes. Then he went to Puri. But he was not studying Mayavadi Siddhanta. He already knows all Siddhanta, scripture and everything. He was with Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar Pandit in Puri, he used to read Bhagavatam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to hear. That time Svarup Damodar also went to hear. And Bakreshwar Pandit and Murari Gupta, when they came from Bengal devotees, they used to hear. So Gadadhar Pandit was very expert in Bhagavat, and Svarup Damodar was very expert in Kirtan. If Svarup Damodar would sing, then Mahaprabhu was very happy and got all ecstatic symptoms and sometimes fainting. So here it is written in Skanda Puran that those who are Tridandi sannyasis, the verse is Shiki Yagyopavitisya Tridandi Sakamandalu Sapavitrascha Kashai Gayatrim Cha Japet Sada. Because those who are Babajis, they take Babaji, they give up this sacred thread and they don't chant Brahma Gayatri, they do bhajan with Kam Gayatri and those. But for Tridandi sannyasis, that is what Prabhupada introduced in our line. It is, of course, by scripture, but before in Gauriya it was not used. It is written that wearing the shikha, sacred thread and saffron cloth, and carrying the Kamandal water pot, a Tridandi sannyasi should remain pure in his habits and constantly chant the Gayatri mantra, means Brahma Gayatri. They will not stop But their realization of Brahma Gayatri is spiritual, not for sun, but as we heard, that is Narayan within the sun, and also ultimately it goes to Krishna and Radharani. So for them, but he, because he took from Mayavat sannyas, he gave up these things, external things. But his purpose was not to for Maya, only he wanted to be released from all worldly duties so that he can be engaged in the service of Mahaprabhu. Then when Svarup Damodar reached Puri, then he completely surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, Helo dhulita kedaya vishadaya pronmilat amodaya Shamya Chastra Vivadaya Rasadaya Chitarpiton Madaya Shashvat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya Madhurya Maryadaya Shri Chaitanya Dayani Detava Doya Bhuyat Amando Doya. Means, O ocean of mercy, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, may your unrestrained and auspicious mercy fall upon us, driving away all kinds of material lamentation easily, making everything pure, and awakening transcendental bliss, encasing all material pleasures, encasing means removing, ending all quarrels and disagreements among different scriptures. Pouring, there is no actual disagreement, but you have to understand under the guidance of pure devotee that adhikar has to be considered. Then there is no disharmony among many scriptures, but we cannot understand. So, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can give us this knowledge, ending all quarrels and disagreements among different scriptures, pouring transcendental mellows, rasas, and maddening the minds, stimulating the joy of devotional service constantly, and revealing the extent of the conjugal mood's sweetness. Svarup Damodar gave this pranam mantra to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Svarup Damodar also he met Nityananda Prabhu, Paramananda Puri, and Rayaramananda and other devotees in Puri. Prataparudra King, then Brahmanda Bharati, all this. And he had great friendship with Pundarik Vidyanidhi. One time Pundarik Vidyanidhi was asking Svarup Damodar, why these Jagannath Sevaks, they are giving that on Oran Shashti day when winter starts, why they give that winter cloth but with starch in it, rice starch. When you make clothes, that is added so that you can nicely do that. You can see that machine in India they are doing, but after you should clean that. But they did not clean. Directly from that machine they are giving to Jagannath. Then Pundarik Vidyanidhi was asking why they are doing this. They don't know that this is impure. They should know according to scripture. Then Svarup Damodar said Jagannath is Supreme Lord. He is not under rules and regulations of Shastra and this purity, impurity, all this. Then Pundarik Vidyanidhi said, yes, that may be true. That is true for Jagannath, but his sevaks, they are not Brahma, means they are not Supreme Lord. They should know this and they should consider this. So like this he was saying, that is again to show us by his example, that teaching. Then during night time, Jagannath appeared and Baladev appeared to Pundarik Vidyanidhi and they slapped him very angrily. Why you are speaking against my servants? They are doing according to my wish. If you want to maintain your purity, then you go out from here, you go to your own place. Don't criticize my devotees. Then, when he woke up, still swollen cheeks were there. Then he told to Svarup Damodar, and Svarup Damodar was very happy for his friend. Oh, you got such blessing from Jagannath. It is never heard of before, that in such a way Supreme Lord is chastising. So he was very happy for him. The Lord came personally to chastise you in a dream. I never heard of such a thing, but now I see it happen to you. The two friends floated in a feeling of satisfaction. Means we should not criticize Supreme Lord or his sevakas who are serving him according to his desire. Ramanuja also tried to little adjust in Puri some things, but Jagannath did not approve. He sent him out from Puri. But our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was also superintendent of Jagannath temple, and he removed all kinds of corruptions. Jagannath was happy with that. He never threw Bhaktivinoda out. Then, as we heard, Svarup Damodar was participating in yesterday's Gundicha Marjan festival cleaning, and Mahaprabhu told, you see your Gauriya Vaishnav, he put water on my feet inside the temple of Supreme Lord. What offense, where I will go now? Then Svarup Damodar took him out and slapped him, but they were happy with him. Only they showed that this should not be done because it can be Sevaparat. Of course it was not Sevaparat because Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord, but here he was in the pastime of devotee. So then, on today's day, Ratha Yatra in Puri, Mahaprabhu, that was also never seen before. Later I will tell more, but in Ratha Yatra festival, there were 7 kirtan parties of Mahaprabhu. In the first group, Svarup Damodar was principal singer, and Advaita Acharya was principal dancer. And we will also hear later, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said one verse, the one girl is saying, you are same boy and I am same girl, but I am not feeling same happiness here as we had when we were young in that on the bank of that river and that moon like this. He was speaking from some mundane poetry, Mahaprabhu, this verse. But only Svarup Damodar understood what Mahaprabhu wants to say. What is his bhav, what is his mood. That he is in the mood of Radharani meeting Krishna in Kurukshetra after a long time and not feeling same there. But she wants to bring him to Vrindavan. Svarup Damodar only understood, no one else. And also then Rupa Goswami also understood, and Rupa Goswami wrote that verse in that what Radharani is telling. Then and he put that palm leaf to roof of his bhajan kutir and went to take bath in ocean. Then Mahaprabhu somehow he got that leaf and he saw, oh. Then when Rupa Goswami came back, then Mahaprabhu slapped him. How you could know what is in my heart? And Mahaprabhu asked Svarup Damodar how he could know what is in my heart. Then Svarup Damodar said, if he knows what is in your heart, it proves he got your grace. Otherwise it is impossible. Then Mahaprabhu was satisfied. Later I will read that verse. So then, on Hera Panchami day, after we will hear, Lakshmi Devi is very angry on Jagannath. Why he is not coming back? And she sends all soldiers there. Then Mahaprabhu was very astonished to see that anger of Lakshmi Devi, and Srivas Thakur is explaining. Then Mahaprabhu asks Svarup Damodar, what is the gopis and Radharani's that loving anger? You explain. And he was explaining, Svarup Damodar. That time Mahaprabhu said, you are pure Brajabasi. Srivas is Narad Goswami. He is attracted to Vaikuntha's opulence. But Svarup Damodar is pure Brajabasi. Though Svarup Damodar never in his life he went to Vrindavan for parikrama or stay there, never in his life. Then why Mahaprabhu saying he is pure Brajavasi? Because his mood was of Vrindavan. And also on that day, Hera Panchami, it will come after few days. One time, yes, after hearing all these glories of Gopis and Radharani, then Mahaprabhu started dancing and Svarup Damodar is singing. And Mahaprabhu was so absorbed in Radha's mood that his form became like Radharani also. And all devotees, they were already tired, but Mahaprabhu increased in his enthusiasm. But Kirtan could not go on because all were already tired. But Nityananda Prabhu could not go close to Mahaprabhu to pacify him because he is Baladev. So Baladev is not entering where there is Radharani with Krishna. Because of that Vatsalya Bhav also in him. So it was not possible. Then Svarup Damodar went and pacified Mahaprabhu. And there was one Bhagavan Acharya. He was good devotee, but his father, he was materialist, and his younger brother was Mayavadi. He was studying Vedanta in Varanasi. So when his younger brother also came to Puri to visit, that time Bhagavan Acharya with like simple heartedness he requested, devotees, let us all hear what he learned there, Vedanta. Then Svarup Damodar became angry and he said, no, you have lost your mind in association with your younger brother. Mahaprabhu never allows that Mayavad commentary spoken here. That is very dangerous. Devotees should not hear. Even if someone is a great devotee, if he will hear that Mayavad commentary, he will change. So it is not good. Then Bhagavan Acharya said, no, we are all fixed devotees. That cannot happen to us. Then Svarup Damodar said, even if that is true, but devotee is never happy hearing Mayavad explanation, because there it is written that Jiva is false, that Ishvara form, that is false, that is all Maya. Only impersonal Brahman is true, and consciousness like this, and there is no servant master eternal relation, all this. Only Chaitanya, Atma, this Brahma. Devotees, they don't like to hear this. Then Bhagavan Acharya accepted. And there was also one poet from Bengal. And everyone liked his songs. And Bhagavan Acharya said to Svarup Damodar, you showed this song to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Svarup Damodar, he was secretary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he had to check if any writing came, either in prose or in song. Svarup Damodar has to check whether there is any rasa bhas, improper mixing of rasas, like Vatsalya and Madhurya rasa, they are incompatible. You cannot make such lila together. And other also, there are different, you have to know. And also, if there is any apasiddhanta, wrong conclusion, wrong conception. So he spoke about Jagannath something, and his body, and that some wrong he wrote. You will find in Chaitanya Charitamrita in details. So Svarup Damodar said, no, this is not. Because Mahaprabhu never likes to hear rasa bhas and also apasiddhanta. Like one in Navadip, he made that mantra. He said you should not chant Maha Mantra loudly, but you should chant Nitai Gaur Radhesham Japa Hare Krishna Hare Ram. This you chant. But Nityananda and Gaurango, that is Sakya Rasa. And Radhesham is Madhurja Rasa, and Hare Krishna Hare Ram is Madhurja Rasa. And Nityananda is Baladev. He is having Vatsalya Rasa also. So it is not proper there in that mantra. Is Rasa Bas. That is why Prabhupada did not allow. Jagannath Das Babaji did not allow that kirtan. Still now they are doing, but it is not bona fide. And he told, no, Nityananda is Radharani, but that is not true. Nityananda is Baladev, not Radharani. So this kind of things Mahaprabhu did not like. So that poet accepted, yes, he was simple-hearted. Then Svarup Damodar told him, Jaho Bhagavat Poro Vaishnaverostane, Ekanta Ashray Koro Chaitanya Charane. Gaurango Bhakto Goner, Gauranger Bhakto Goner, Nitya Koro Sangha, Tobe to Janiba, Siddhanta Samudra Taranga. These very important verses. Svarup Damodar told, go and study Srimad Bhagavatam under the guidance of a Vaishnava, realized Vaishnava. Because realized Vaishnava, he is seeing Leela. He cannot make mistake of rasa bhas and also apasiddhanta, impossible. Because from realization, he can explain Bhagavatam. So this you have to do, and also you have to take absolute shelter, one-pointed shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, and daily you have to associate with his personal associates. Gauranger Bhakto Goner, Nitya Korosanga. Daily you have to associate, or always. Tobe to Janiba, then you will be able to understand Siddhanta Samudra Taranga. There is ocean of Siddhanta, and there are waves, unlimited waves. So Tattva of Krishna is unlimited. Like Lila is unlimited, Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Jiva Tattva, all they are all unlimited. So you have to do this process, then you will be able to get those waves of proper Siddhanta. And when Raghunath Das Goswami, we were hearing, he escaped from home. After doing bhajan in home, then he escaped and he came to Puri by the grace of Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu accepted him and he entrusted him to the care of Svarup Damodar Goswami. He said, he will teach you everything. He is your teacher, Shiksha Guru, he will teach you. But one day, Raghunath Das Goswami requested through Svarup Damodar Goswami that I want to hear some personal instruction from Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu said, okay, if you want to hear from me, but already I gave you to Svarup Damodar Goswami. And he knows more than me. I will tell you something, but he knows more than me. Then Mahaprabhu said, Gramya Katana Shunivekane. Gramya Katana Bolibe. You don't hear worldly talks. Who married whom? Who divorced whom? What is going on there? This war, this football, this. Don't hear worldly talks. And don't speak worldly talks. And bhalo na khaibe ar bhalo na poribe. You don't be eager for nice food or for nice cloth. Amani manada sada nam loibe. Amani manada hoya sada nam loibe. You have to be amani na manada, means not desiring respect for yourself and offering due respect to all. And always chanting Harinam. Sada nam loibe. Broje Radha Krishna Manasa Seva Koribe. Sada. And in Vrindavan, you always serve Radha Krishna in your mind. In your Siddha Svarup, you serve that in Lila. That is Raganuga Sadhan. So Mahaprabhu told him, Svarup Damodar will tell you all the details about this. So then Svarup Damodar taught him all this process. But this is all qualities you should have to be qualified for that Manasa Seva. No any connection with any worldly talk. Because already now he left house, he became Babaji, full renunciate. What these talks. And no nice eating, all this. And then you can, and you always chanting Harinam, pure Harinam, then that Seva you can do. Internal Seva. And Mahaprabhu yes, when Haridas Thakur disappeared on that day, Mahaprabhu started Sankirtan. And also Svarup Damodar also sang Kirtan, and Bakreshwar Pandit was dancing. Then Mahaprabhu himself went to beg prasad from Jagannath Mandir for Haridas Thakur's festival. And he wanted to bring himself. Then Svarup Damodar said, no, we will bring. And Mahaprabhu was following sannyas, dharma. So he practiced austerity. And one day Jagannatha Pandit wanted to make one nice bed for Mahaprabhu because his skin was sometimes rubbing on the ground and bark of tree like this, sometimes blood. So he did not like this. Then he made one nice cotton and silk. He made one bed and pillow, and Mahaprabhu became angry. How I can accept this? I am a sannyasi. He should also bring one masar and oil and these things. I am sense enjoyer. He refused. But devotees, they were unhappy. Then Svarup Damodar, he took some old cloth of Mahaprabhu and banana leaves. Dry banana leaves he smashed into small pieces, and he filled that cloth of Mahaprabhu, and one also he made pillow and one like this. Then Mahaprabhu hesitatingly he accepted that. But Svarup Damodar was very expert in that. But Jagadananda was angry because Mahaprabhu did not accept. Then he became angry and he said, I will go to Vrindavan. I will not stay here, I am going to Vrindavan. Then he went to Vrindavan and was staying with Sanatana Goswami Mahaprabhu told him, okay, you may go to Vrindavan, but there you stay with Sanatana Goswami and don't climb on Govardhan Hill and don't consider, don't judge the Brajavasis. Their love for Krishna is different style. Don't judge according to your idea and some other instance. And he said, don't stay very long time there. For Brajadham, you have to be qualified. That is not a joke. You may commit offense. So Jagannatha Pandit went there, but he quickly came back because he was feeling separation from Mahaprabhu. Vrindavan Dham, it is only for those who are really serious for bhajan. They can go. Otherwise, it is not for everyone. You will commit offenses. Then you will get reaction. Navadip Dham is more merciful. You can get qualification for Vrindavan. Then, when Mahaprabhu, we were hearing in the last part, 12 years he was in Gambhira inside. During night time, he was relishing this Radha Bhav. That time, only Svarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda were with him. When Mahaprabhu expressed some mood, then Svarup Damodar would sing appropriate kirtan and Raya Ramananda would sing some shlokas from Bhagavatam or other dramas, scriptures. So they were with him only. And sometimes Mahaprabhu, he escaped from that room when going to sleep, and then devotees, they closed the door from outside. But Mahaprabhu, his Supreme Lord, he could go out, and sometimes he was found unconscious during that near Jagannath temple, and some cows would lick him. So that time Svarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda and other devotees, they would search for Mahaprabhu. Where is he? And they would found. Then they would loudly sing Maha Mantra, and Mahaprabhu would come to external consciousness. Then he was disappointed. Why you brought me back here? I was in Vrindavan. I was seeing Radharani and Gopis and Govardhan and Krishna, and he was playing flute. I was singing, but then you suddenly brought me here with your noise. Though they are singing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Svarup Damodar, he's not aparadi, he's pure chanting. But in transcendental realm, name, in this world, name is most, sound is most subtle element, then earth is most gross. But in transcendental realm, the name, they are not different, Nam, Rup, Gun, Lila, but they are more fine and more fine. So there is transcendental name and is blissful. Then more fine is form, more fine is attributes, and finest is Lila. So Mahaprabhu was immersed in Lila, and they brought him out. And one time, and he explained what he saw. In Chaitanya Charitamrita we were hearing. That is from Bhava stage up. You can get such spurtis, revelations. And one day Mahaprabhu was in Aitota, that is garden. Tota means garden. Near Gundicha, next to Gundicha, where our Srila Bhaktivedanta Puri Goswami Maharaj is now having mat, head office. That is Aitota. So there Mahaprabhu, he was wandering in the forest and he fell unconscious and he was seeing Jamuna Lila, Ras Lila, and then water sport in Jamuna, all those pastimes he was seeing. Then when he came back, then he saw ocean. He was still in that meditation, and he saw ocean and he was thinking that is Jamuna. And he jumped into ocean and was flown away. Then Svarup Damodar and other devotees, everywhere they were searching, all Puri, but could not find him. Then they were disappointed and they thought Mahaprabhu already disappeared. Then all they were crying, but then they heard one sound, one fisherman, he was chanting Krishna, 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 and was going on the beach and like mad and chanting Krishna. Then Svarup Damodar asked, what happened? Then he said, I was catching fish and today I caught one very big fish. And then when I opened net, then I saw one golden form, but then something, by touching that, one ghost came in me. And since that time, I cannot stop chanting Krishna's name. Automatically it is coming. Then Svarup Damodar said, yes, where is that fish you bring? And you don't worry, I know how to bring out the ghost from the body. I am exorcist, so you don't worry. Then he chanted some mantras and slapped him a few times. He said, now you are okay. You go on chanting. Means that fisherman, he caught Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and brought him. Then all devotees were happy. Then Mahaprabhu was telling, I was seeing Jamuna Lila, and then I went to ocean. So Svarup Damodar was always there. Most close associate of Mahaprabhu. And also at the end, Mahaprabhu told, Shuno, Horshe Prabhu Kohen Shuno Svarup Ramarai. Nama Sankirtan Kalo Paramopai. Mahaprabhu told to Svarup Damodar Ramananda very happily, in this age of Kali, the best way to attain ultimate goal of life, Krishna premise, Nama Sankirtan. Then he spoke Shikastaka verses, and Raya Ramananda and Svarup Damodar, they are hearing. That is why you can find there, Mahaprabhu is telling, Jai Rupe Loile Nam Premupajoy, Tahar Lakshan Shlok Shuno Svarup Ramarai. O Svarup Damodar Raya Ramananda, you hear me about this scriptural verse of how to chant Harinam, by which Krishna Prem can be manifested. Then Svarup Damodar, Gosvami and Ramananda Rai remained constantly by the Lord's side throughout his ecstasies in Dibyon Mada, means divine madness, calming him and enriching his feelings of love. Shri Svarup Damodar Goswami left the world on the day of Lord Jagannath's Ratha Yatra today. So today is Shri Svarup Damodar Goswami's, our Gurudev, disappearance, pastime. I am bowing down to his lotus seat and praying for his causeless mercy. Every day we have to pray for his mercy. In our Jayadvani, we are praying for his mercy, and also we are singing that Guru Parampara song, Vishwambaram Priyankara, Shri Svarupa Damodara. Guru Parampara. Then today is Ratha Yatra. In Jagannath Puri, Indradyumna Maharaj, we heard, Jagannath appeared for Indradyumna Maharaj. So he ordered him, you make this pastime, this service. I want to see Gundicha. I want to go to excursion. Then the external reason is because it is written in Brahmanda Puran, if you will see Supreme Lord mounted on a chariot and going, then you will not get another birth in this world. You will be rescued. So Jagannath wants to rescue all fallen souls. Not all are allowed to enter into Jagannath temple by his will. And not all are allowed to offer him something. But on today's day, he becomes very liberal. He gives darshan to everyone on chariot, and you will be liberated. If you see with devotion, if you see, then you will be rescued. And their Baladangi, where Jagannath stops in between, there anyone can offer him bhogam. Ladies, low caste, impure, anyone, whoever wants to offer from far, means wherever you are standing, you can offer bhogam to Jagannath, and he will take by his eyes. That is drishti bhog. By his eyes, mercifully, he will take. Whoever will offer. Only today's day. You cannot just go to temple and cook and bring some. No, that is not possible. But on today's day, what you will prepare, he will take. And you can get darshan. So that is external, to rescue all the fallen souls. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he revealed the internal meaning of Ratha Yatra by chanting this verse. At first he was praying in Aishwarya Bhav. In Chaitanya Charitamrita there is complete chapter on Ratha Yatra. Now we don't have time, but our Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he used to chant whole Ratha Yatra chapter from Chaitanya Charitamrita while seeing Ratha Yatra in Puri on the road. He was singing those verses. It's a very long chapter, but very good. How Jagannath is doing pastime. How they are bringing, today maybe you saw on YouTube, they are like moving like this. They are bringing, and through one path to another, first Baladev, then Subhadra, then Jagannath, then Sudarshan. In this order is proper. That is why in Kirtan also we are singing Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jagannath. First Baladev Gurudev, then Bhakti, then Jagannath. And this also you can sing other way around. That is not wrong, but when you are singing this, it means like Ratha Yatra time. Baladev, you can sing Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Sudra, Jai Sudarshan. You can sing, that is no problem. But if someone is singing Baladev, that is also not wrong. It is from this for this purpose. So they are bringing, and why this is? Because when Krishna was in Dwaraka, then there was solar eclipse was about to happen. So all Dwarakavasis, they said, it is very auspicious to do yagya there in Kurukshetra for solar eclipse. So we want to do. Then Krishna is a king, he has to fulfill the desire of his citizens and family and all. Then they went there. And he told to Narad Goswami, you invite everyone for that yagya. Whole world you invite. but not Brajavasis, except Brajavasis. You cannot invite them. Then Narad was disturbed. Why I cannot invite Brajavasis? You are so cruel to them. They are dying out of separation from you. What they did wrong? Why I should not invite them? How you can be so cruel? Then Krishna told, because they are my own persons. You need not invite your own persons. You can inform, but no need to invite. If son comes to father's house from somewhere, the father will never refuse him, and there is no need of invitation, permission, no. That is own person. So Krishna revealed, the Brajavasis, they are my own person. So that is why I told you, no, don't invite them. Then Brajavasis, they came to know that Krishna will be in Kurukshetra, that is more near than Dwaraka. Dwaraka is very far. So the gopis, they were thinking, we have to go to see Krishna. And cowherd boys also, they were thinking, but they were thinking, Krishna is now king, and we are poor cowherd girls and cowherd boys. He will not receive us. He will not receive us there. We are poor, and he is very rich, and so many soldiers, and so many queens, and opulence, and everything. He will not care for us, will not bother us. But we would like to see him. So they were thinking, but if Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, they will go, then Krishna will come to offer obeisance to parents. That is necessary, and child never forgets his parents. He might have forgotten us, but his parents he cannot forget, so he will come and he will give obeisance. That time we will also see him. Then they requested Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, let us go to Kurukshetra, and Jashoda said, no, I cannot go, because if I will not get darshan of my son, then I will die. I cannot go there and then I will not get darshan. That is, maybe some problem will be there. He will not care for us. Then I will die. Then they said, no, he will care for you, because parents, child can never forget. So he will come to bow down to you, and you will get his darshan, and we also want to get his, we will go. Then somehow Nanda, Jashoda, they agreed, okay, we will go. Then they came there, and there was a big area, and there is surrounded, there is a gate and fence. Is a big area. So when Brajavasis, they came, they wanted to enter that area, but on the gate, guard said, who are you? Where you are going? No one can enter here without ticket, permission card, invitation card. No one can go inside. Then they said, no, we have no invitation card, but we are parents of Krishna. Then he became angry. What you are saying? Krishna's parents, they are inside. Vasudeva and Devaki, and he is a king. You are some poor persons here from village. How you can say like this? Go. If you have invitation card, then you can go, but no one can go. It is Krishna's order. Then they were disappointed. Then they went to another gate, and same thing happened. Then another gate, 4 gates, south, north, east, west gate they went, and no one allowed inside. Then Yashoda said, I told you that we will not get darshan of Krishna, and she started crying. Then she loudly was calling, hey Gopal, 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 Gopal. Loudly she was calling. Then Krishna inside, he was sitting on a stage. He heard that sound because that is chanting Harinam. The chanting of Harinam is supreme service. If you are doing with relation, means pure name. And here, of course, this is rag. That is premic name. So Krishna could not remain there. He threw off all his crown and all that clothes and everything, and he was running towards his mother outside, and he was in a small boy mood, became like a small boy, and also know this opulent cloth, everything, and he went to Jashoda's lap, and Jashoda then was caressing him and kissing and everything, and then Nanda Maharaj also, they all met, and then also Krishna met cowherd boys and also gopis. Then Krishna said to Narad also, if Brajabasis will come, then everything will be destroyed. Then he said, I told you, everything will be destroyed. There, Yagya, everything was destroyed. So our Bharati Maharaj explained, here you can see that really chanting of the name means pure name, real name, with relation. That is the highest form of devotion. Nothing can compare. There was big yagya going on, but Krishna did not, everything was left behind. Only Krishna went there. Then when everything was disturbed, everyone was disturbed, then Krishna told to his driver, Daruka, now you quickly take me back to Dwarka. And he put on chariot, but then gopis, they said, no, you cannot go there. They stopped that chariot, that direction, and they were pulling to Brindavan. Brindavan cholo he Gopinath. You go to Brindavan, O Gopinath. Then Radharani, that time she said that verse. Rupa Goswami wrote that verse. Priyah soyam Krishna sahachari Kurukshetra militas. Tataham sarada tat idam ubayo sangama sukham. Tathapi antah kelan madura murali panchamajushe mano me kalindi pulina vipinaya sprihayati. O companion means O Sakhi. This is my beloved Krishna meeting me here in Kurukshetra. And I am the same Radha, and both of us are feeling the joy of union. Even so, my mind wishes for the forest by the banks of the Jamuna, where the fifth note of his flute reverberates sweetly within my heart. This is not same, Radharani is saying. You have to come to Brindavan. That paraphernalia must be there. So they are pulling gopis to chariot going to Dwarka, but they were pulling to Brindavan. So here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he saw Jagannath Mandir. That is Dwarka Puri, like opulence. Because all Dwaraka Vasis, they went to Kurukshetra. So that is like Kurukshetra, means opulence. But Jagannath is now, has to go to Gundicha. That is only forest there, and gardens like this. So from there, Mahaprabhu is thinking, we will bring Krishna to Brindavan. So in this mood, Mahaprabhu would pull Jagannath. Yes, he pulled on Jagannath's chariot in the mood of a gopi, attracting him back to Brindavan. Svarup Damodar Goswami was able to understand everything that Mahaprabhu experienced during this time. Jagannath Dev lives in Dwaraka. but once every year he desires to go to Vrindavan. The Ratha Yatra festival, when he travels from the Jagannath temple, which is Dwaraka, to Gundicha, that is Vrindavan, symbolizes this desire. Lord Jagannath does not take Lakshmi Devi with him to Vrindavan because Lakshmi Devi is not qualified to participate in the Vrindavan Lila. Only the gopis have such qualifications, and Radha is the best of the gopis. Svarup Damodar explained these things. Yes. Then here it is written, every year during Balaram, Subhadra and Jagannath's Ratha Yatra festival, the Lord would offer garlands and sandalwood paste to all the devotees with his own hands. He would then make 4 kirtan groups with his devotees in front. Svarup Damodar would sing in the first of these with Advaita participating as the principal dancer. With the addition of other kirtan groups from Shantipur, Shrikanda and Kulina, there were 7 sampradayas altogether. 4 were in front of Rath, 2 on the side and 1 at the back. When the kirtan started in each of the 7 groups, Mahaprabhu demonstrated his divine powers by appearing simultaneously in the midst of each one of them. In every group Mahaprabhu was there, but like during Rasa Lila, Krishna expands to be with each gopi. Like here, Mahaprabhu expanded himself and was in all groups, but each group thought Mahaprabhu is only in our group, not in others. But Prataparudra, king of Puri, because king has to sweep for Jagannath, means Mahaprabhu would not want to meet king, because he is a sannyasi and he is a king. That is not proper. One is renounced, another is fully in material. But the point was, the king was devotee, but Mahaprabhu showed outside. But Mahaprabhu melted, his heart was melted when he saw that king was sweeping. That sweeping service is the lowest in India, and sweeper caste that. So, but he was doing this seva for Jagannath. Then Mahaprabhu's heart melted. That is why he gave this darshan to Prataparudra king, how he is in all groups. And when Jagannath was resting there in between, Mahaprabhu entered into that Jagannath Vallabh garden, and there king entered with like Vaishnav cloth, dhoti, no royal cloth, but dhoti, and he was massaging Mahaprabhu's feet when Mahaprabhu was resting, and he was singing Gopi Gita songs and Ras Lila songs. Then Mahaprabhu was very happy, and he embraced him and said, "Who is this? You are my greatest friend. You are describing these topics to me." In this way he gave darshan, like pretending like he does not know that he's king. He knows everything, but because he was in such a dress, so Mahaprabhu blessed him there, but not before. So when Mahaprabhu wished to dance madly, he would have the 7 groups come together and would dance in their midst, appointing 9 singers and making Svarup Damodar the principal singer. As the devotees became progressively intoxicated by the kirtan, Mahaprabhu danced frenziedly for many moments. After this, Mahaprabhu's mood changed. Svarup Damodar was able to understand the Lord's intention and began to sing. From Chaitanya Charitamrita, "I have finally found my life's Lord, for whom I had so long burned in the flames of desire. The Svarup Damodar understood what Mahaprabhu is feeling now. So he sang this, that I am Radharani, and Mahaprabhu was dancing, and when Jagannath would not move, no one could move, even elephants, no one. Then Mahaprabhu went behind and with his head he pushed. Then Jagannath again went further. So many you will find in Chaitanya Charitamrita in detail how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu observed this Ratha Yatra every year with devotees from Bengal. Yes. Then ultimately Jagannath reaches to Gundicha, and there he is received and put on the throne and will stay there. And he's feeling very happy there in Vrindavan. But as we will hear, after some days, then Lakshmi will think why he did not come back. He said he will come next day, but why he did not come back? But Jagannath is very happy in Vrindavan, so that we will hear that time. So that is the Ratha Yatra festival, and it is nowadays observed all over the world by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Jagannath, of course, he is Jagannath, he is the Lord of whole world, but before it was not happening. Only when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said that my devotion, my Harinam, will be preached all over the world, then when Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur appeared in Puri, during that time Ratha Yatra also stopped in front of that house of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and Prabhupada was 6 months old. 3 days Jagannath did not move. Then when they brought Prabhupada Bimala Prasad and Jagannath gave garland and Prasad, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave, then Jagannath went further, because Hyutkalehi Purushottamat. There are 4 sampradayas, and it is in Padma Puran verse. They will purify this universe, and from Puri, the essence of these all 4 sampradayas that will spread all over the world. So this came through with the appearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He started this, he empowered his disciples, they were preaching all over India, and he also ordered Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, and he spread all over the world. So he also started Ratha Yatra outside of India, New York and other places. Now you will find all over the world. Now Gajapati, king of Puri, is little disturbed because they are doing also on other days. He wants it should be done only on today's day, everywhere, but not on other days. So, but what to do? The point is that it was by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire that this pastime of Jagannath will also be spread all over the world, this merciful pastime of Jagannath in the form of rescuing fallen souls, and also in showing the glory of Vrindavan. That is the point. The glory of Vrindavan and the glory of Radharani's love, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to taste himself and also to preach this, to distribute this Vrindavan Prem. 4 rasas I will distribute through Nama Sankirtan. 4 rasas of Vrindavan, and mainly that Madhur Ras, Unata Ujjvala Ras. So we are very fortunate. So if you want to see how it was in Puri. You can find on YouTube, there was live webcast today, and there is recording. You can see how this pastime is going on, but internal meaning is this. Radharani and the gopis, they are bringing Krishna from Kurukshetra or Dwarakamut to Vrindavan. Jai Shri Ratha Yatra ki Jai. This was revealed by Mahaprabhu, no one else before. Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai Subhadra, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Jai Sudarshan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Today also I saw in Radha Kunda, in Brajadam, they also had Ratha Yatra. Baladev, Subhadra, Jagannath, one chariot, all three one chariot, and they were pulling. All Babajis and other devotees, all they were doing around Radhakund and Shamkund, that Parikrama mark, they were pulling Jagannath. Because that is Gaur Leela's pastime, this revealing Radharani's love and Brajadham. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Gandharvika Giridhari Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaurahuri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Nayananath Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Param Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Bare ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashana Kari Shri Nri Shingadev ki Jai. Jai Shri Purushottam Dham ki Jai. Jai Shri Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Shri Sudarshan Chakra Jiv ki Jai. Jai Tadya Ratha Yatra Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Shri Svarup Damodar Goswami Tiruvavtiti Puja Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brinda ki jai, Jai Samagata Bhakta Brinda ki jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Gaur Pramanande Hari Bol. In our Agartala Mat also today was Ratha Yatra throughout the city, but not in Chagda, the Jagannath, because the Jagannath is always in Vrindavan. Whole year he is in Vrindavan. Because Jagadish Pandit is from Vrindavan, Gopi. So that Jagannath in our Chagdamat is whole year is in Vrindavan. So there is no Ratha Yatra. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.